Decode number 7. She's fishing information out of me. In the previous decode, I've talked about the unattractiveness, being a lingering around, hope for the best that get into a relationship. That's decode number 6. So let's talk about this topic of fishing. Now, I've come across with this fishing information in my life twice now. As mentioned on decode 6, I'm not a very draw any attractiveness to girls or engage anything, however, whatever. So I like to talk about this fishing information, and gosh, I know the mgtows and the red pills is gonna go even crazy on this right now, even if they watch the video. Anyway, whatever it is. Okay, so I think my recent only happened to me 2 occasions. One, which has happened in I'll say 2 years ago, which is part of the camping trip in 2016. And the main reason why I make this video is probably I've experienced this probably a month ago or 3 weeks ago, and which is one of my classmates. The one 2 years ago, a bit of background about 2 of them. One of them, okay, the one a month ago, a single mother with total children's 6 children, 3 step-children and 3 of her own. Okay, and the 2 years one, she has a boyfriend, but we never engage in anything. In both of them, I haven't engaged in anything. But I just don't quite understand why they're fishing information. But when I watch a lot of those mgtow red pill videos about fishing information, see, are you the suitable candidate? So for me, I find it bizarre, but looking back at it now, it's actually for real. I'm not laughing about this. All I'm saying is that it's surreal when a brotherhood warn about the brothers out there what to watch out for the red pill and mgtow community. And I thought it was a joke, and it's actually happened to me. So I don't know which one should I start. I really don't know which one should I start. Should I start the one 2 years ago, or should I start with the single mother? Okay, I'll start the single mother because as the story is still fresh, okay, so I can talk about it. So I think regards to the single mother, she knows the car that I'm driving, which she says is cute. It's a 2-door MX-5 NA Miata, or MX-5. I'll put the picture right up here. So that's the car, and she knows that I've drive this car. My landlord says, once I drive this sort of convertible, I'll draw a lot of girls' attention, which I don't. It doesn't work that way if you're not looking person. But anyway, okay. So a bit of she's 2 years older than me, so she'll be 30 years old. I'm 28, and she's a smoker, and she just wanted to grab a lot of information out of me, and which I don't know anything about her. She's like, do you live here on your own? What salary do you work? Where do you live? And it just keep bombarding one by one, just fishing information out of me, and which I don't want to fish any information out of her. I just wanted to engage in, just a normal conversation as a classmate. And it just started to make me realize, is she trying to tick all the boxes that I'm the fit candidate to replace the old daddy, and just to be a perfect fit candidate within this her enter in her family. And today she tried to fish information for out of do I cook? And I said to her, no, I don't cook or things like that. And I don't know where is this gonna head to, but she's keep on fishing information out of me, which I don't even. And I know people's like saying, oh, Will, do not overreact. People just want to get to know you, that's all. Just fishing information. But what I mean by fishing information is not like a general conversation. It's like questions after questions after questions about fishing information out of me. And to me, to be honest, I kind of knew, I kind of sensed what's going on, but I was just there, I'm like, I don't quite understand why she's like this, but anywho, I'm not gonna go in depth stories about what is going on with her personal life. I don't think it's very compatible for me to even talk about it in this channel at all, because it's very horrific story. I'm not going to talk about that, but what I'm trying to say is she's trying to fish a lot of information as, why, like me driving this car, as me came across as a very, very, to her it sees it as luxurious, but the moment I said it's a 29-year-old car, she disinterests. But if I said to anyone who doesn't know cars and I say it's a 10-year-old car or 15-year-old car, I think they'll probably have a different reaction. Or a 5-year-old car, which is a 29-year-old car. I think she probably sees me, oh, this guy's fun, he doesn't enjoy life, he has money or this and that, look at him driving that car, this and that. But I just don't quite understand why she's fishing information. But yeah, I don't know what else she was trying to fish out of. I remember she tried to fish a lot, but I can't say it on the spot because I kind of forgot most of them. And she wanted me to help her out with her assessments and her homework and things like that, which is usual. Classmates do that, but she hasn't wrote anything down. Okay, so that's one of them. And the second one, the second girl. And the second one is regards to, yeah, we're joining the camping trip. We'll build a great friendship over the 9 days. Well, I can't say 9 days because I only know her probably the 8th day or the 7th day. Yeah, 7 days out of the 9 days. We'll build a really great rapport and we do hang out a lot and things like that. I could see myself that, potentially could see myself that I date her, but I said to myself, I'm not here to break any relationship because she has a boyfriend. If she didn't have a boyfriend, I probably will ask her out. But towards the end of the trip, okay, when the trip is finished and we went home and things like that, she started to send me Facebook messages and try to fish out information, like, because she knows who I am. I'm very bubbly, I'm very, very engageable, and I'm the type of person who likes to talk and things like that. But she wants to fish out information regards to my salary, my income, and I'm just there, I'm like, hold on. I'm just saying, back of my head, why is she asking me this out of the sudden? And what is my free time? What is my salary? What do I do? Do I have a car? Things like that. And I'm just there, I'm like, hold on. We've been hanging out as a new friendship. I just only met you in the camping trip and we never talked about that. We always talk about, how fun is the camping, the event and this and that. And out of a sudden you talk about this. And she's pretty much just ticking all the boxes. Like, am I the fit candidate for it to replace the boyfriend? And this is the part that I don't really like to get into a relationship, or I see myself in, or believe in relationship, because that is so unfair. What if I did, okay, I can't just jump on the conclusion, but so I have to finish the story. So after, having all these, pretty much these interview questions, try to tick all the boxes, and towards the end she didn't talk. And we didn't talk. Until now we don't, probably just message one and off and this and that. Okay, now that's the story of this girl. But now let's get to what I'm trying to say now is, it's very, very, I don't want to get into a relationship or break someone's relationship, because this is so unfair. If I get into a relationship, I want her heart and everything, and without knowing, she's probably hanging out some of her classmates or some potential a lot better standards than me. And maybe one day we had an argument and she dropped the pen and she moves on to that guy, fishing information. And I'm just there, I'm like, I understand relationship, it's casual. Or it can be long term, it could be short term, but anything could happen. When people are not happy within their relationship, they should really draw the line and say, look, honey, this is not working out. I don't find any enjoyment or things like that. We should move on with our life. Instead of that, you hold on to that guy and try to fish for some other guy's information and whether to tick the boxes. And later on, you engage with cheating and things like that. You see, the reason why I didn't talk about information regards to the first one is the first girl is there's a lot of problems with that one, and there's court cases and things going on. I just couldn't imagine myself getting a relationship with the single mother and knowing that father is like the father, I can't say the father, but the ex-boyfriend is like that. And what am I getting myself into? It's just gonna be another domestic violence, but that's happens to, divorces or breakups or those who are mothers and fathers, and that's understandable. But what I'm saying about the second girl, this one, is just saying that if you've gone through all that and you try to fish for another guy and you engage in cheating, what the other guys is doing is pretty tough. Because what the other guy's doing is, it will be breaking down in tears and said to himself, losing hope. And somehow he tried to find my number, try to track me down, try to bash me or things like that. And it just caused a shit fight without knowing. And she could pretty much play the, I've already told him, I already break up with him. Maybe they haven't dealt with it. And this is what I don't like about this whole thing. This is why I don't believe in relationship, because anyone can start fishing information. And one day, when you and your relationship partner get into a shit fight and things goes off the hook, what can you do? Well, obviously you chase that person, you seek comfort. He's a fit candidate to replace my current boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever you guys call it. And that's what I said, I don't really believe in it. And this is the part where, even when it comes to marriage, people still fish information and cheating still happens. And I think I'm pretty old school about this, and I'm pretty sure most people, what's the point engaging all that? Wouldn't it be a lot more easier not engaging in any relationship and just invest myself, whether it's education or travel or everything or money? Because that person who won the girl's heart or the guy's heart and engaging in a relationship has invested so much emotionally, wealth, money, time on that person in order to make the relationship work. And out of nowhere, someone start fishing information or start doing, engaging in cheating. it must be devastating. And that's why I just don't believe in whether people say, oh, go on the mgtows, go on the red pill. They're pretty much, they're right about the information. What it's been telling us. But that's part of the life journey. I know, fishing information, maybe it's not the right correct wording, but anywho, that's where it is. That's the video of the day, and hope you guys do quite understand how it goes. I'm only saying I don't believe in relations, this and that, because as a person who has been inferiority throughout my entire life and have a low self-esteem, it will create a lot more damage to me. But I just couldn't imagine those who invested so much to their girlfriend and their boyfriend, the amount of energy, time, effort, care, nurture, and out of nowhere, it's someone else. And I don't think I can bear that pain as an individual person. I don't think I can. But apparently that's part of a relationship.